This initiation process involved me writing a name on a white sheet and then covering it with a handkerchief, which eventually soaked with blood. I was then told about the potential for immense wealth that would come my way as long as the handkerchief remained soaked in blood. Hello brother, I would like to share my story with you. It is eating me up and I just want to talk to someone about it. I have a lot on my chest to speak out and I have committed the biggest sins that I could think of. This is really haunting me. My name is Kelvin. My early years of life were marked by humble beginnings and a relentless pursuit of success. Growing up in a poverty-stricken neighborhood, I witnessed friends and family struggle with financial hardships. For someone to have a decent 2-square meal in a day, that person must have felt as if the God of Moses who saw them through the Red Sea had visited them. My family was not exempt from this hardship. We suffered as a family, with the boys in the house having to stop school and work on people's farms to make ends meet. This was in order for the entire family to have food on the table. I saw my sister being forced into a marriage that she was not interested in, but due to hunger and poverty, she had no choice but to go through with it so she could have a decent meal and a good shelter. Determined to break this cycle, I pledged to myself that I would become someone who possessed immense riches and power. I was always quick to be part of any work that presented itself and worked tirelessly day and night to climb the ladder of prosperity. One day, as I was returning from weeding someone's farm, I met a man who, after talking to me for a few minutes, said he would love to have a word with me later in the evening. I went to his house in the evening and he advised me to consider going back to school before I could become successful in the future through education. I told him that I had to drop out of school due to financial issues. The man said that if I could work during the weekends to raise some money for my education, he would support me. I was very happy when I heard this great news. I told my parents about it and they agreed to let me further my education with the help of someone driven by the ambition of becoming someone great in the future and breaking the burden of poverty on my family. I pursued education relentlessly, working hard during the weekends to support myself through school and also help the family. Years later, I graduated from college, determined to leave a lasting impact on society and accumulate wealth unlike anyone else. I must say that I had a tireless dedication and natural business acumen, which soon propelled me into the corporate world. I quickly rose through the ranks within my field of work. I started to support the family in any way that I could, even opening a small shop for my mother to sell and raise money to help the household. After about a year of hard work, I met a woman named Emily at one of our business retreats. She had also come with her team from another company. After the retreat, I approached her and we exchanged contact. When I found out that she was single, I knew I had a chance to pursue her. Emily had now become the love of my life. She fell deeply in love with the charming and ambitious man she saw. This love grew to the point where she later became my wife. Emily and I got married about 3 years ago. Our life was okay, but my hidden burning desires of becoming wealthy were not known to Emily. She only saw me as a hard worker with goals at work. However, great success continued to elude me, and everything I did to make it big seemed impossible. I lost my job in the second year of our marriage. Emily did her best as the good wife she is to support me and the household. She told me that she wanted to get a loan for me to start something on my own, but I was skeptical about it as I didn't know if the business would fail. Frustration and envy began consuming my heart, coveting the wealth and power I saw in others. I became increasingly ruthless in my pursuit of success, which is where the problem started. There was this guy I met in one of our meetings when I used to work for my former company. He called me one day and said he needed to see me. He had been to my workplace and was told that I no longer worked there. This guy, with his expensive appearance and luxurious car, promised to help me stand on my own feet, even though he hadn't given me anything at that point. He became so close to me that Emily, my wife, started advising me against my association with him. Despite her concerns, I saw her as a distraction to my progress. This man had a remarkably beautiful house that I had never seen before. I was determined to become my own boss and uplift my life and family. I desperately wanted to show them that I had become somebody. especially after being sacked from my job. Secrets and lies started to permeate my marriage with Emily, as I kept her in the dark about my dealings with this new friend, since she clearly didn't like him. My twisted path to success took an unforeseen turn when I became entangled with a clandestine organization that promised me immense wealth and power. This friend took me to meet a man whose lifestyle defined the life I wanted to live, filled with riches and luxury. After some introductions, my friend left me with the bodyguards in a different living room as they discussed something private. This initiation process involved me writing a name on a white sheet and then covering it with a handkerchief, which eventually soaked with blood. I was then told about the potential for immense wealth that would come my way as long as the handkerchief remained soaked in blood. They asked if I wanted to take the handkerchief home or leave it with them for safekeeping. My friend advised me to leave it with them, as it could be damaged in my house. After everything, I was given a book and welcomed into their organization. This process was voluntary, and I had the chance to walk away if I was not comfortable with it. However, I unknowingly made a choice that led to a sinister act, offering up a sacrifice to achieve unimaginable riches. They even promised to deposit a large sum of money into my bank account, signaling the beginning of wealth and power that would be my portion. In our quest for money, my brothers and sisters, let us be mindful of the choices we make. Please like, subscribe, and share our videos to receive notifications every time we upload. Thank you.